I went over. There was two Japanese guys just taking tons of photographs, huge bar. I went up, I just said, "Hi, what's your favourite Yeats poem?" Not a great question, was it? But he took the question on board really nicely. He was very interested in it, and he was thinking about, he knew his answer, but he's just trying to remember it. And his presence, coupled with the title that he finally revealed, was kind of mind-blowing. He said, "An Irish airman foresees his death." And it kind of blew me away. I didn't think of Yeats. I began thinking of Daedalus and Icarus and all the poets and the Irish airman, and all poets are Irish airman. That was the kind of effect. Years later, I was jamming in a bar at the Toucan, smallest pub in Soho, playing a duo with my brother, guitar, baron, two voices. And who walks in but Shane MacGowan and the poet Jock Scott? We just heard the laugh, and we thought it was a friend of ours doing an imitation MacGowan laugh, and so we both went back. But then we looked up, and it was the real guy, and he was going. So amazingly, this tiny little pub, me and my brother continued playing. MacGowan and Jock Scott very respectful, they were listening away, and everyone was listening. People would chat, but not now. Everyone was listening, and Shane joined in on a few songs. Fairy Tale New York. We said that somebody suggested that. Who'll do the girls' part? I said, let's be androgynous, and we all just sang it as both genders. That led to him giving his phone number in at the pub on another occasion. So me and my brother rang him one time. We did a lovely chat. He was at home, obviously with his retinue of friends, but happy to take a call, and that was part of the court entertainment back at his. And I reminded him of the Yeats poem. And he said, "Oh yeah, here's my favourite Yeats poem. Here's my favourite Yeats poem." Then a couple of years later, he actually recorded the Yeats poem for the Penguin Cafe Orchestra. It was given out on Paddy's Day free by the Independent newspaper. Not the Irish, the English Independent newspaper. Just, those little discs, the rubbery flexi discs. Lovely recording as well. So I kind of feel that maybe by asking him that question and then reminding of it, it gave him the idea to finally record the poem himself. So that's just a little anecdote. My poem is simple homage, really the London MacGowan. There's mythology, there's imbas, the Gaelic for poetic inspiration. There's a few technical terms. But here it is, and here's my magical assistant, Julie, to help me, just in case the imbas kind of deserts me. I can just see a missing cipher to my left, and Julie's much more interesting looking than me. So, thanks very much. This uses his middle name, Shane Patrick Lysaght MacGowan. So this poem is called A Quartet for Lysaght. 1. We had met gods in detritus of London. We had met you tall, paddling buttermilk manna from an imbas oven, raw, dagda, bequiffed in ether, but available to the polis, groaning again, sounding itself, the pained birds, Baudelairian or Eliotian, herbs, underbelly, chiming you, circles of hell reserved for living, cloth doused in petrol. 3. Apollo landings and the glow of the sun. A shade of JFK, Lou pushing the wheelchair of Cuchulainn up a never-ending London hill to clatter down again for through gel-ignited holes in your mouth, spat distilled airs, isms and versicles, Glenside and Rose Moon, poetry excarcerated, drudgery annulled. The city droning to a metronome of ticking clocks and judges' gavels. Thank you very much.